Alright, so today I'm going to demonstrate how to measure, mark, and lay out for the side of our toolbox tote. So we've already cut out several of the other pieces, left with a small board. Now if you remember, you'll check your cut list or your bill of material. You can use either one, and you'll see that the side pieces, we're going to need two of them, and that they're 9 inches long. So I'm going to use my tape measure. I'm just going to make a tick mark right at 9. So, got my tick mark right there, and then I'm going to use my tri-square, and I'm going to come up over here. So, again, we're going to put the fence of the tri-square up against the edge of the board. I'm going to bring it up until I line up here on my mark at 9 inches, and then I will just scribe that line over there. Now, this is the 9 inches from this end. So we are going to be cutting this. The question always comes up, well, which side of the line do you cut on? As we go, some people say, well, we'll cut on the right side of the line, we'll cut on the left side. I think pretty much everybody knows not to cut directly on the line because you're going to be cutting short. But I don't really like right and left, because if I say I'm going to cut on the right side of the board, well, when the board's oriented like this is the right side, I would be cutting short, and that's wrong. Of course, if the board's oriented like this, that's the right side of the board. I would be cutting on that side, and that would be correct. So I don't really like right or left because there's some confusion. So I always say, let's cut on the scrap side of the board. So here is my 9-inch piece. This is what I want. Everything else on this side is my scrap side, so I cut on the scrap side. Of course, if the board is oriented the other way and I say, well, I'm going to cut on the scrap side of the piece, I know, okay, well, this is the side that I want, so the scrap side I cut on this. And if we just do that simple terminology change, saying we want to cut on the scrap side of the piece, then you always know, and we'll always make the right cut. You'll get less scrap, and you won't have to worry about it. So I'm going to have that there like that. So I'm going to get this piece put in my vise, and I'll be back shortly to kind of demonstrate how I'm going to use the handsaw to make this cut.